So welcome to today's video. We are taking a look at how to mix volcano yellow. And if you have seen a lot of my videos so far, you know that volcano yellow is a single pigment color and therefore can't be remixed. There are, as far as I know, 4 companies that offer volcano yellow, or better said, the genuine name of the pigment, PY 159 is the pigment number. It is zircon yellow. Zircon is a group of 3 different colors. We have zircon yellow, blue and red, or sometimes it's also called pink, depending on where you look. Zircon yellow is, from all of those 3, the one with the most brands offering it. Blue, I only know Kusakabe. You can see a swatch of it in my single pigment review from the single pigment sets. Also there I'll be swatching the yellow, because in the warm set we have the yellow and the cool set we have the blue. The red or pink, so far no commercial brand is offering it. You can find all 3 pigments sometimes from handmade artisans, watercolor, but yeah, I do hope that in the future there will be more commonly produced also with the commercial brands, because all 3 pigments are very, very beautiful and granulate nicely. And as far as I know, they are non-toxic, which is also something which a lot of you may be interested in. So we do have Schmincke Horadam offering it, the zircon yellow, under the name of volcano yellow. You see that it is a very vibrant lemon yellow that granulates nicely. Of course, because it's so light in color, when you are mixing it with other colors, you really need a lot of color. That is something that I realized over the years. I bought the volcano yellow as soon as it came out, and I've used it a lot over the years. And in my palette, where I have all the single pigment granulating pigments in it, so that I can easily mix my own mixes, this is by far the pigment that I have to replace or refill the most, because it is, you just need so much, because of how light the color is. It is so easily overpowered by any other color, and therefore you really need a lot. Then we have this very unique color shade from the brand Renaissance Intense, where you can see it is more like a gold yellow, more like looks more like an ochre color than the lemon yellow. This is the only brand I know that offers this unique shade of the pigment. It also granulates far, far, far less than any other brand I have. So this version is very unique. But of course, we do have, when we are looking at granulating yellows, a lot of granulating earthy yellows. If you are using a PY 42 or 43, the natural or synthetic yellow iron oxide, that is, I would say, the biggest group of granulating yellows are earthy yellows, like that. So it is unique for the pigment, but not so unique in comparison to what is the biggest group of granulating yellows. So I do own a tube of Winsor Newton, but I lost it somewhere in my house. I had it for many years here in my little shelf, where I have a lot of my coloring supplies directly next to my drawing area. Then I replaced the shelf with another and I put it to the side, and since then I haven't refound it. Hopefully I will refound it someone, but that's why I couldn't swatch the Winsor Newton version, but I do know that it is also the same shade of lemon yellow. It granulates a little bit less, in my opinion, than the Schmincke version. The Schmincke is by far the version that granulates the most. As you have seen, I also own the Kusakabe. I have this swatch in the bottle stamp from the single pigment set, and you can see that it also has this lemon yellow shade and granulates very nicely. So all three, Schmincke, Kusakabe and Winsor Newton, are very, very similar, granulate very similar, but like I said, in my personal opinion, the Schmincke version granulates a little bit more than the others. The Renaissance Intense is very different in the color shade, and it also granulates the least from all of the commercial brands I'm having here. If you ask me which version to buy, I would recommend either Schmincke, Kusakabe or Winsor Newton, depending on which brand is the cheapest at your place. Here in Germany, the Schmincke, of course, is by far the cheapest for me, but depending on where you live, the brands, of course, are very different in their pricing. The Schmincke version has, when you are buying tubes, the biggest tubes with 15 milliliters. The Winsor Newton has 14, and Kusakabe, I think, are only 10. So that also you should keep in mind when you are compare the prices. The milliliter, I always recommend to compare the price per milliliter when you're comparing tubes. The Schmincke does offer pans as well. I'm not so sure with the other brands. So that said, if you like granulation and color separation, the zircon yellow is definitely one of the colors I highly recommend adding to your collection, because it is so unique in color shade. The only other lemon yellow that also granulates we have, or that I know of, would be the genuine aureolin or cobalt yellow. That's the same pigment, PY40. It looks very similar in the color shade. It granulates also very similar. But the big problem with the PY40, the cobalt or yellow or the aureolin, whatever you want to call it, is that it is not light fast, and it changes from this very beautiful lemon yellow over time to a very nasty looking grayish brownish yellow. And yeah, therefore it is not really suitable to use. And therefore the volcano yellow or zircon yellow is a very, very unique yellow, granulating yellow we do have, because it is the only light fast granulating lemon yellow I do know. All the other granulating yellows are, like I said, earthy yellows like PY42 and 43. So yeah, it is very, very unique, and therefore it is something I highly recommend adding to your granulation palette. The next we will be looking at is the volcano red, probably, and that is the other version that is a single pigment color, and therefore a little bit special in comparison to all the other super granulating colors. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you have a nice day, and thank you so much for watching. As always, a thumbs up or a follow is highly appreciated, because it helps me and the channel so much. So thank you as well for that, and yeah, I hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. Until then, take care, bye bye.